Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. It's Monday. I've got a really nice day planned today. I'm working this morning, I'm doing little bits of filming, and then this afternoon I've got an acupuncture session at 2:30. Before I get into today, I need to send back those blue bloom glasses that I mentioned in the last vlog. Basically, got this service. Let me show you actually in case you missed it. Just stacked you up on all the candles I can find. I ordered some glasses, I wear contact lenses, and in the summer I will just continue to wear contact lenses because it's a lot easier if you're wearing glasses. But in the winter and in autumn, especially autumn, I really love the idea of wearing glasses more, so I needed to look at getting a new pair. In the last vlog, I did a bit of a try on all of them, and I think the ones that I like the most, because I've been trying them on since then, like every day, are these ones. These are Epicure. I came to discover this brand through Lily Pebbles. I think these are the ones that she has. But I've realised that actually, even though my hair is lighter, I quite like the contrast of these. And I am going to be putting a little bit more darkness through my hair in September. But yeah, let me know what you think. So yeah, I need to go to the post office today, send this back, and I sold a couple of bits on Vinted, so I'm going to parcel those up when I'm on my way into town. It's set to be 28 degrees here today, which is why I'm wearing this dress. This is actually new, let me show you this. This is from Nobody's Child, and I absolutely love it. It's got a bit of a dropped waist, which I didn't think was for me, but then it's a really good midi length. And I feel like with this, it's very easy to wear dressed up, or like today I'll wear it with flip-flops or trainers. So yeah, I'll leave this linked. I actually think this was in the sale as well. One thing I did find is that the sleeves can roll up, so. Anyway, this morning I need to do some filming, check in with my marketing client. I did actually have one of you ask on my last YouTube video whether YouTube is like my job. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would actually love for it to be more, so just putting that out there. But yeah, YouTube isn't, it's just, I just love doing it. I mean, it does supplement some of the stuff that I do, because obviously part of my work is creating online, but actually my main thing that I do is I'm a freelance marketing, not a marketing consultant because I specialise in a particular area, but basically I work in marketing, self-employed, so I've got a couple of clients that I'll do bits for their marketing that I'll manage, and then on occasion I will also help businesses on a consulting basis. I think because at the beginning of my videos I mentioned living a slow pace of life after burnout, people were thinking, what did your before look like? My before looked like working 60-hour weeks. I was working a full-time job, then doing everything that I do now on top of that, and I don't know how I was doing it for a long time, and I had freelance clients. I was very, like, work was all consuming for me, and I made it that way. I've got videos on this where I've spoken about, you know, how my sense of self-worth got really tangled up in productivity, just constantly needing to do, which kind of led me on this path. So honestly, if anything now, I probably work 30-hour weeks spread across the week. Sometimes more, sometimes I will work more, but it's so much more manageable. I give myself time to rest. I do other things, I have other hobbies. I have a life basically now instead of just working, which is probably just normal. I'm just a normal person now, not someone that is constantly trying to hustle. I had to change a lot of my mindset around money as well, actually. I was just always in this scarcity mindset where I felt like I constantly needed to be making the most. And I definitely realised when I looked at my values that having less things, but being able to live a slow pace of life where I just get to enjoy the small pleasures was really important to me, and something that brought me way more joy and way more happiness than, you know, having money to buy expensive, lavish things and, you know, basically falling into a capitalism system. But that's a whole different, I mean, obviously it's still massively part of it, but yeah, anyway, I hope that that answers some questions and clears that up. So yeah, as I said, I've just boiled the kettle, I've got a wash on, I'm gonna put some bedding out because I'm definitely making the most of this 28-degree heat. Take my cup of tea upstairs and crack on with some work. Go and head out to my acupuncture. I've just been working and at my laptop this morning and filming some other little bits, which means I can't really pick my camera up and it's probably a bit boring for you anyway. But while I remember, I'm making my way through this. Margaret Atwood, The Year of the Flood, and I'm starting to get into it. At first, I wasn't so sure, and it felt like The Handmaid's Tale was much easier to read. I mean, this is a chunky old book, but actually, how many pages is this? Okay, this will be the longest book I've read. It's 516 pages, which feels very intimidating for me, but yeah, reading this at the moment. Also, today the Story Social Book Club pick was decided, and it's Good Material by Dolly Alderton, so I need to order that. And we've decided to lower the price of it, so it's £4 per month now, so if you did want to join us at the book club, it's a much better price and time to do that. Also, because I know a few of you are new around here, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but I do have a journaling club that I do every single month through my Substack, which is £4.50 per month. So the two of them are separate. I sometimes get messages asking about that. Like, the book club is completely separate, that I run with my friend Molly. And then my Substack, when you pay £4.50, it gets you access to the journaling club, but then also some exclusive articles and things that I've written. And I've got some yoga nidra recorded on there. There's quite a big catalogue, a back catalogue now of stuff, which is cool. So yeah, just a little update on everything that I'm doing. As I said, very much need to leave now to get to my acupuncture. Acupuncture was amazing. So good. I love that as a treatment for calming your nervous system. Alice, who I get it done with, has helped me learn so much more about hormone health, certain supplements I can take. I'm really pleased to be going there and have just discovered it as a thing to do, like an act of self-care. I'm home now, as you can see, obviously, and I've just made myself a decaf coffee. It's boiling. I think it's still like 27 degrees, even though it's 10 to 5. So I'm going to do a little bit of work because I've got some bits to do, probably till about 6:30. And then I'm going to crack on with making the lasagnas, which I'm really looking forward to. Even though it's like a warm meal, I just love a vegetable lasagna, and this recipe's really good. Hair is all scraped back, which means one thing and one thing only. I'm making the lasagnas on what is probably the hottest day of the year so far, which scares me a little bit. But I have to make them, first of all, because it's our dinner tonight as well, and then secondly, I'm doing a second batch for my friend, who I'm going to see, not tomorrow, but the next day, and this is the only time I've got to do it. I worked a little bit later, and then I remembered, oh, this does take me a few hours to do, so I'm going to make a start, I'm going to get cracking. Because I'm doubling this up, I need 6 cans of peeled tomatoes. But actually, I've just remembered, this recipe isn't as hard as I've made out, because you don't have to chop everything as much because you whiz it up when you make your own tomato sauce. So actually, that saves a lot of prep time, which feels like a small win, has made me very happy. But I feel like it is ultimately one of those things. It's one of those meals that, because it tastes so good, it is just worth spending the extra time anyway. My friend doesn't like onion, so I'm only going to put 1 in, even though it is whizzed in, if she can still taste it and doesn't like it. At least with 1, we've got a little bit of flavour. And there is not a chance that I am doing the sauce twice. I think lasagna for Jay is his favourite childhood meal, and mine is shepherd's pie or a stew. My mum used to do a really nice, and still does, a really nice beef stew with dumplings. I would love to know what your comfort food is. I don't feel like I've got a summer one, which is interesting. I can't remember what we would eat in the summer months, but yeah, definitely for autumn or winter, it would always be a shepherd's pie or a stew. Another thing with this recipe that I didn't mention is that you roast all of the veg. So I'm going to chop everything up, got loads of peppers, aubergine, and then roast it, which again, it's just it's a little extra step, but it really makes the biggest difference. I have made this without roasting the veg before. Nowhere near as good. You have to roast the veg. So yeah, I'm just looking at this. Lightly oil, 2 large baking trays. I'm actually just going to use this because obviously this is going to get used anyway, so save on washing up and save on using stuff. So it's now Thursday, the 1st of August, it's 7:30. Didn't vlog yesterday because I went to Manchester to see my friend. I can't remember Tuesday and I've not looked back at what I filmed. But basically, we're at Thursday. It's just been one of those weeks where I've not really picked up the camera much and I just didn't want to put pressure on that. I'm about to do the monthly journaling club in 25 minutes, so I've just finalised all of the journaling prompts and it's got me feeling really reflective, and I absolutely love doing these sessions. Honestly, for me as well, because I journal along with you. So if you join a monthly journaling club session, I basically run through prompts, but then I put myself on mute and then we all just sort of journal together. There's a couple of prompts that are the same every month, so you can kind of check back and see how you're getting on and just look at how you've been doing. But then every single month we have a theme as well. So our theme for the month is consistency, but I'm going to kind of throw it on its head a little bit and explore the things that we tell ourselves that we should be consistent with, but maybe we've got these ideas from other people. For me, definitely in the past, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be consistent with going to the gym, when actually certain times of the month it really doesn't suit me to be going to the gym and doing exercise like that, and I just feel better for going for a walk or doing something else. So just exploring where we've got these ideas from. A couple of other prompts. So one of the final prompts is, what's getting in your way? Are there any fears, elements of self-sabotage or limiting beliefs? Or are you putting too much pressure on yourself? So yeah, I'm really excited to see what the response is to that. And then I've also just included a list of nice ways that you can have a slower summer, and we'll probably kind of get into that a little bit as well. I like to do some of the questions myself first, just so I can really know that they're good deep dives. And that'll last until 9:15. So yeah, I am gonna finish this vlog off here. I can just see that I've got 1 minute left basically on my memory card. But thank you so much for joining me for what has probably been a little bit chaotic, a little bit all over the place, I'm not sure. But yeah, thank you for being here as always, and I will see you in next Sunday's video. Bye. So this is my setup. I'll join the Zoom a few minutes earlier just so I can like ground myself, get ready. Got my timer so I know how long we've spent on each prompt. And my journal. I'm ready to go.